Hey, what's up again, everybody? Robert184, 2Rs2Bs, that's from gundam.tk, and thanks again to Hayamimi Gunpla Information Station. We have big news today for all Gundam fans, because it seems that in Gundam Ace's August issue, this is on the opening few pages, this goes on sale, by the way, on June 25th, it is announced that Gundam The Origin, that's the comic book, that it is going to be animated. The project has begun. For those of you unfamiliar with Gundam The Origin, basically it's been running forever since June of 2001 in Gundam Ace, which is the now it's monthly magazine that comes out full of Gundam comics. And it's written by Yasuhiko Yoshikazu, and it's based on the original Mobile Suit Gundam by Tomino, and the mechanical designs are done by Okawara Kunio. But the important thing is that it's based on the original Gundam, but it does show scenes that you haven't seen, for example, Char's youth and how he became the masked man that we all know, and side stories like that, and it's basically a retelling of the original Gundam with quite a few variations. So back to Gundam Ace, where in this same August issue, the author of The Origin, again that's Yasuhiko Yoshikazu, and a guy from Sunrise, they have a long interview published. And Yasuhiko says that because it's going to be televised, this first Gundam that he submitted will become the new standard, or so it seems. And from now on, for a long time to come, for generations, it will be loved by many people, he hopes. And so that's what's written. The outline and details are going to be published at another time, but basically, because TV is going to be showing Gundam Age coming up this fall in October, he wonders if, similar to Gundam Unicorn, if this is going to be an OVA, or who knows, this even could be a whole movie. He suggests that it could also be a movie. I'm wondering if it could be a trilogy or something along the lines of Zeta Gundam: A New Translation. And he also wonders who will be the director, and wonders if it could be Yasuhiko himself, if he'll be the actual person in charge. And, of course, everybody's interested in knowing who the voice actors are going to be. So looking back, Hayamimi says that in January of 2011, you may have read online that Okawara Kunio, the famed mecha designer, he announced on Twitter that there would be a surprise for Gundam fans in June. And a lot of us thought that this could have been, well, Gundam Age, but it's clear now that this isn't Gundam Age and is instead Gundam The Origin. And before this, Okawara had apologized for his need to follow confidentiality, but had hinted about the possibility that this could be Universal Century. And he also talked about how Yasuhiko and The Origin was going to be wrapping up in March, but it was extended into June, and that he's got reasons to be excited. So there were hints being dropped that since they don't apply to Gundam Age, basically, it's gotta be The Origin. So in other news, this month's Dengeki Hobby magazine, that's one of the mains besides Hobby Japan, that's also dated August, going on sale in June, but they have a special report in its opening pages on Gundam The Origin, and August is going to see the sale release of a Gundam fixed figuration metal composite RX-78-2 Granddaddy Gundam The Origin version, which is now we can see that that's going to be connected to the anime. So, other things, even though it hasn't been officially announced yet, Hayamimi and myself, and I'm sure anybody else who collects models, hopes that there will be Gunpla from the anime version of The Origin. And it seems like we have most of the fall lineup already revealed, but any new models coming out after that could be related to Origin, which are a good reason for fans new and old to rejoice. So my reaction is just, wow, this is huge news. This is as classic as Star Trek, for example, announcing that they're going to do a new movie, recast Kirk and Spock, and do this whole thing again. There's still so many details, though, that need to be seen, and Bandai and Sunrise are going to be doing their official announcement on June 25th, so stay tuned here. I'll have news on that as well. I think this whole thing makes sense. They've got Gundam Age for the young fans, rope them in, get them to buy a lot of plastic models and toys, and they've got Unicorn the OVA, and now Origin for older fans that want to see things animated. And the big thing for me is that you have to do this kind of thing while the voice actors are still alive, and some have already passed on, but I can't imagine Amuro or Char with any other voices, so this really seems like it's the best time to revisit the 1 Year War, and who knows, I mean, we've seen the voice actors brought back in Seed Destiny and Gundam 00, but could we get fill-ins of Char's deleted years, or Amuro's adventures during Zeta Gundam, or perhaps even another version of Char's counterattack? But I'm totally getting ahead of myself, but just having the origin with modern animation is fantastic news, and I couldn't be more pleased, and hopefully it pays off with some really good re-releases of the old models, perhaps with the new designs, for example, shoulder Vulcans and stuff like that. But what do you think? There'll be more news June 25th, but please let me know what you think with a comment down below. Love to hear from you all the time. And as always, stay tuned for lots more Gundam news, reviews, and everything else you can use. I probably won't use that one again. But anyway, you get the idea. Please hit like if you do like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already and don't want to miss any other ones, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. But did you hear? I'm gonna have 7 swords. Sorry, kid. Just not that big a deal today.